Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Lelaine Art Geek. It's really nice to have you here today. In this video, we're gonna be redrawing an old artwork of mine. Here it is. It's just a really old character, and I thought that the style of it was kind of very similar to the style I do now compared to the other artworks I've made in the past. Thought that would be really fun to redraw, and I hope you guys enjoy that. Also look forward to the future videos I have planned as well. I'm really hoping I can squeeze in another vlog. A lot more speed paints will be coming in as well. So definitely look forward to that, you guys. But I'm gonna be talking more about the old artwork that I'm gonna be redrawing today later on in the video, but I really hope you guys enjoy this content. Let me know if you like it. Of course, please like and subscribe to my channel if you do like this video, and I really hope you guys come back and continue watching. So enjoy the speed paint, and I'll catch you guys in the voiceover. Hello everyone again. This is Lelaine as a voiceover. And I kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about the artwork that I'm redrawing, the 2014 drawing. So it actually has a more like significance. That didn't make any sense. It has more of a significance to the artwork, and that's partially why I decided to draw it and redraw it today. So basically, this character is from an old series. I'm more than sure that some of you guys know who this character is if you've been with me for a very long time, like since 2012, 2013. But basically, she is from an old series that unfortunately I do not focus on anymore. It was more so like one of those series where I just drew a comic for it, but then I still had to work on it some more, and then I kind of lost the passion for it, if I'm gonna be kind of honest, and then I never continued it. But for those who want to know the name of it, it's called Aeroactive, and I did have another series that kind of went along with Aeroactive as well. It's called Mr. McGee the Majesty Circus. However, that's not where this character came from. She's actually from the series Aeroactive, and her name is Celestia. The reason why I went with that name is because I didn't know what to actually name her at first, and I kind of asked some people on Instagram, like, oh, what should I name her? And not everyone, but a good amount of people suggested Celestia and a couple of other names, and I was like, well, for now, let's stick with Celestia, and if I want to change the name, then I will, but it kind of just stuck. And I kind of also gave her a nickname, which is Lesty. Back then, I thought it was cute. I still think it's cute, but now I'm kind of like, I'll just call her Celestia, you know? But yeah, she is from Aeroactive. And I guess the reason why I just didn't continue that series, unfortunately, is just because it had a lot of flaws to it. It was my first shot of creating like a more elaborate and very story-driven series. It intended to be a webcomic only, but then again, it just had too many flaws, and I was also still in college, so I was too occupied with other things to even fix those issues. And now I just decided, you know what, let's start fresh with a different series with more a different set of characters and just do something different. Maybe one of these days I could go back to Aeroactive, but for now I guess it's been scrapped. I for sure know absolutely as a chance that if you go back to my old videos on here, I talk about it constantly, and most of my sketchbooks have characters that are from Aeroactive and from Mr. McGee the Majesty Circus. And like I said before, if you've watched my videos or have kept up with my artwork for years, I mean years, then you know what I'm talking about. But for those who have found me recently, then that's what it's about. And like I said, I kind of wish I could go back and fix the plot line a little bit more for Aeroactive. It's just whenever I feel the motivation to do that. But I don't know. I think it's just a scrapped story in the meantime. Obviously, the characters mean a lot to me because I kind of grew up with those characters, if that makes any sense. And this is also why I wanted to redraw Celestia here, is because of the fact that, you know, she was part of a cast of characters that meant a lot to me growing up, and I really wanted to kind of, I don't know the term for it, like give remembrance to it, give homage. I think homage is the word for it. So just give homage to a series that was never completed. I know the comic is still available, by the way, for Aeroactive. I did post the comic through Tapas. It was like Tapastic, or however you pronounced it before, but I think they call themselves Tapas now, so you could see it there. I won't put the link to it in the description unless if you guys really want to, which then I'll just kind of comment it and send the link that way. But again, it's just a scrapped story, and I really wanted to start fresh anyway. But I just thought that drawing this really upbeat character would be a really nice way to kind of have a throwback sense into the redrawing video. So I really hope you guys like her, and I really hope you guys enjoy this the redraw throwback video, because I actually had a really fun time with it, genuinely. It did take me a few days to film because life loves to get into the way, you already know. So besides that, there's also a reason why I wanted to draw her again, is because I learned that the way that I colored her back then was kind of similar to the way I kind of draw her now, or colored her now. Obviously, I made a lot of adjustments to the proportion of her body and like her expression a little bit. Like, obviously there were adjustments. However, I looked at this artwork and I'm like, dang, like I knew what kind of style I wanted to go through with my artwork in the future. And honestly, it was probably like one of the best pieces to redraw at this moment, because it reflected a lot about the kind of style that I wanted to carry on in the future. And here I am, however many years from now, since 2014, I can't math, and I'm still following that same style that I wanted to follow. So that's also another reason why I wanted to redraw her, and I am honestly really glad. And also, of course, the colors of this artwork was really fun. I genuinely had a good time as well, and I wanted to see if I could take those colors, make it a little bit more vibrant or diluted, and kind of, you know, play with the colors a little bit. You'll be seeing a lot of that in this video. You'll be seeing how I just keep adjusting the colors, the way I've shaded, and kind of practiced more with picking out colors, not having to rely on just the color palette of my old artwork, even though I've tried to borrow inspiration from that sometimes. But I wanted to see, like, oh, I wanted to practice with how my brain works now when it comes to colors versus when I did that in 2014. 2014, I had a different palette in mind, but now 2022 me is like, okay, let's take that vibrancy and kind of not have it be so much in your face, but make it work, you know? And when you guys see the finished artwork at the end, you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. And before I forget, actually, I don't know if you guys have already picked up, probably not. I'm probably the only one that's seeing this, but for context, back in 2014 was when I watched Kill la Kill for the very first time. For those who don't know what Kill la Kill is, it's an anime by Studio Trigger, and it's definitely not for kids, I will say that, but it's very, like, it's animation heaven. I'm going to say that right now. It's animation heaven. Studio Trigger is known for that, and it's one of my favorite animes. If you guys look up what Kill la Kill is, if you've never heard of it, you are going to be taken aback a little bit because, like I already said, it's not for kids, and you'll know why once you look it up. But the story was something I've never, I've never been engaged with in any other series before. It's so wacky, but it's so interesting at the same time, and it works. Like, you don't understand, like, why what's happening on the screen or, like, what's happening in the story is happening, but then, like, obviously when you continue watching it, it just comes together, and Kill la Kill is one of those shows. Like, it just makes sense. And where I was going at with this is, there's a character in Kill la Kill, her name is Nui, if I remember her correctly, Nui Harime, and she's the character that has, like, the big blonde ponytails, and she dresses pink, and by the way, she's a villain. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but she's a villain. And I really liked the way that her character looked, and so I was like, oh my goodness, I want to create a character that reminds me of her, but kind of give my own spin to it. And that's exactly what I did, and that's why Celestia, also known as the character that you're watching me redraw right now, is born. So obviously the main characteristic about Nui that I transferred over to Celestia is the fact that she has this little, not eye patch. Technically speaking, yes, eye patch, but it's like a symbol on her eye. It's been a while, but it's something. It's just something above her eye, and I really liked that characteristic on Nui, and I was like, ooh, let me transfer that over to Celestia. And instead of, like, the Japanese writing on Nui's eye, I just decided to add a star because that's just her thing. That's just Celestia's thing, is stars and birthday cakes and candies and all of that good stuff. So that was also the reason why I wanted to do Celestia for the redraw, is because of the fact that it just reminds me of one of my all-time favorite animes. Like, also, just, if you guys haven't watched it, you should. Again, you will be taken aback or thrown off more so with the series itself. However, it's really good. The story is good. The animation is immaculate. And I promise, like, if you just get over the weird, wacky shit of it and just focused on the story, it's great. It really is. Once again, you'll understand what I'm talking about when you look it up. So I'm just keeping that in mind. But other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say over this voiceover, but I really hope you guys enjoy. And like I said, I just had a really good time with this speed paint. I really hope this voiceover would be something that you guys might enjoy a little bit more whenever I do speed paints. Please let me know. And if you guys want, I was thinking about this too, but if you guys want, usually with every video or so, if you want to ask me any questions
regarding anything, life or art or just anything that you're just curious about, please let me know. And I will use that as content to talk about whenever I do voiceovers and speed paints and all of that. So if you're cool with that, I'm cool with that. And I really hope you guys enjoy the rest of the speed paint. And I'll catch you at the end. Thank you. All right, and here is the finished artwork. I am very satisfied with the finished product, and I tried this thing where you color your line art to kind of match the nearby colors. I only did it to her hair just because I loved how it looked on the older artwork, and I left it like that because I wasn't sure on how it would look for the rest of the art. Maybe I'll go back and do that later, but I genuinely like the graphic look of it, if I'm gonna be a little bit honest. And I love how, you know, in my newer artwork, it's just more animated. It definitely matches what I am more drawn towards whenever I look at art online. And I know that 2014 me would be very happy to know that this is the same direction that I would be going through later on with my artwork. So super happy. You see a lot of differences, but that is the point of this challenge. So oh my goodness, thank you so much for watching. If you watch it towards the very end, let me know if you guys want me to do even more of these redraws and speed paints. I had a good time. I really had a good time, and I hope you guys did too. So again, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and I will catch you guys next time. So have a good rest of your days. Bye!